Good day to all of our listeners. My name is Ian Gertenbach, and I will be hosting the weekly segments of This Week in Music History, an interesting little program where we look at various fun facts from the annals of history of music. All of the facts for this segment have been gleaned from a very cool website called This Day in Music, where they compile all sorts of interesting facts that we have shamelessly reproduced into a radio segment and are now presenting to you as we speak. I would just like to quickly make a little apology for my previous segment. I was having a bit of a bad day and very erroneously thought that George Michael was a member of the boy band Take That. I could not be more wrong, because actually it was in fact Robbie Williams of note that was a member of Take That and not George Michael. George Michael was a member of Wham! So to the ghost of George Michael and to all of those who noticed and shouted out in outrage and shame for my part, I do apologize, and I'm willing to admit when I am wrong. Anyways, let's get things started. On Monday, the 13th of February, in 1980, police raided the home of former Sex Pistols vocalist John Lydon, who greeted them waving a ceremonial sword around, like the punk rock nutter he is. Surprisingly, the only illegal item they found was a canister of tear gas, claimed to be for defense against intruders. The fact that he didn't use it on the cops pretty much doesn't do much for his alibi, but I'm sure his situation would have been just a little bit more serious if he had tried that. So good thing he stuck to the sword. In 2016, on Tuesday, this Valentine's Day, Adele was at number 1 on the US album chart with her third studio album titled 25. The album was a massive commercial success, debuting at number 1 in more than 25 international markets and broke first week sales records in multiple countries, including the United Kingdom and United States. On Wednesday, here's one for those who caught the 59th Grammy Awards the other night. In 1979, at the 21st Grammy Awards, the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack won Album of the Year, and the Bee Gees were named Best Pop Group and Best Arrangement for Voices for the song Staying Alive, which I'm sure we all know. Billy Joel's Just the Way You Are won Record and Song of the Year, and Donna Summer's Last Dance won 2 Grammys, Best Female R&B Vocal and Best R&B Song. On Thursday in 1991, The Simpsons, yes, the cartoon show so many of us know and love, were actually at number 1 on the UK singles chart with the song Do the Bartman. The song was written by Michael Jackson and Brian Laurent. The Simpsons became the first cartoon characters to make number 1 since the Archies hit Sugar Sugar in 1969. Jackson was a massive fan of The Simpsons and had actually called the producers one night offering to write Bart a number 1 single and do a guest spot on the show. So if you ever become famous and you really like a show, just cold call them, man, because chances are they'll be more than happy to actually accommodate you. Right, on Friday in 2008, British soul singer Duffy started a 5-week run at number 1 on the UK singles chart with the song Mercy from the Welsh singer's debut album Rock Fairy. Mercy was the UK's best-selling single of 2008 and actually won Duffy a Grammy for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. On Saturday in 1969, 3,000 uninvited guests in their adulation of celebrity status just showed up randomly to see Lulu and the Bee Gees' Maurice Gibb get married at St. James's Church in Gerrards Cross, England. Brother and bandmate Barry Gibb was the best man. I don't know about you listeners out there, but I think it would curtail my wedding plans just a little bit if 3,000 people rock up to my wedding. I mean, what do you do about catering? Do you have to set up food trolleys outside? Who knows? And finally, on Sunday, and this, I actually apologize in advance for this little fact because it might be a little bit rude for the family members out there, but it was just too ridiculous to not call to attention. In 2004, Johnny Cash's family blocked an attempt by advertisers to use his hit song Ring of Fire to promote hemorrhoid relief products. The idea is said to have been backed by Merle Kilgore, who co-wrote the song with Cash's wife, June Carter Cash. Cash's daughter, Roseanne, said the family would never allow the song to be demeaned like that. And rightly so. As genius as the comedic intent of the campaign would be, I must admit it would be just a little bit insulting to the man in black's memory. However, the ad campaign, I must just also say is absolutely brilliant. Ring of Fire hemorrhoid product, the marketing writes itself. Anyways, just to wrap up this weekly segment, please give your thoughts and feedback if you like, or if you so choose, on our various social media platforms. On Facebook, you can find us at COPA SA. On Twitter, you can tweet at us at COPA_SA. And on Instagram, you can tag us at COPA_SA. Also, please do use the hashtag Copa Artist, one word, Copa Radio, one word, and Copa Life, one word, to keep in contact with us and let us know how we can improve the service that we provide to you guys, or in fact, what kind of things you would like us to focus on. Till next time, I am Ian Gertenbach, signing out for this week in music history. Thank you very, very much for listening.